I'm joined now by Mimoza Kusari-Lila. She's a member of Kosovo's parliament and she joins us now from the capital, Pristina. Thank you so much for joining us, Mimoza. Can I start with the Serbian president's latest actions, putting the country's troops on the highest level of alert along its border with Kosovo? How worried are you about this escalation?
Well, good evening and pleasure to be in your this news edition and to be able to speak to you. Regarding the latest developments and events and decision making from the Serbian president, I have to say that the chain of events that had led until now has been provoked and orchestrated in Belgrade by President Vucic and his government. Actually, I saw on the previous news that everything is now being developed and is explained to the international community as only for the license plate agreement, whereas the situation in the four municipalities in north of Kosovo has never actually been to a full or normal capacity when it comes to the integration, in particular to certain groups that were directly financed by President Vucic, who are criminals and who actually meant to cap Serbia's involvement in Kosovo. Two of the main people who are on the ground, who actually now are orchestrating the additional barricades in Kosovo, are also on the blacklist of the US Treasury, have also been on the blacklist of United Kingdom. So I think President Vucic is trying to sell to the rest of the world that he is really being worried or taking care of the Serbian rights and interests of the Serbian community that live in four municipalities in north of Kosovo, whereas he actually, including these representatives of these gangs, are the one depriving Serbs from their rights to integrate. Let me remind you and your audience that it was the Serbian gangs who had burned cars of Serb citizens of Kosovo who had switched their car plates to a regular Kosovo car plates, trying to induce fear and to intimidate others not to obey to proper rule of law. I think what his aim is to keep four municipalities of Kosovo with majority of Serb population lawless and disintegrated by causing constant problems to rule of law and of course the institutional functioning throughout Kosovo. But I think with the last threat and his statement from last night, he had shown that all he's trying to achieve is escape from reaching the final agreement
Yes.
with Kosovo, the final normalization between two countries, including the recognition of Kosovo as an independent country.
Okay, we know Serbia has been insisting that Kosovo should honour a 2013 Brussels agreement that would look to grant Serbs limited autonomy through an association of majority Serb municipalities. That's something that Kosovo has so far rejected. Is it time for the government in Kosovo to reconsider this proposal that was suggested in 2013?
Actually, the same agreement was then renegotiated and there are additional components added to it. And then it was signed again in 2015. And when it was sent to the Constitutional Court to Kosovo, it had found that in a lot of provisions of the same agreement, they are against our constitution and is the direct involvement, actually interference with the constitutional order. However, let me remind everyone that Serbian community in Kosovo, with Ahtisaari package that was adopted jointly with our Declaration of Independence, has all the rights and also reserved rights that include the special and vital legislation in Kosovo, reserved seats in the parliament. And when we discuss and try to get into the content of the request for the Serbian Association or Association of Serbian Municipalities, we ask what are the rights that are missing or what it is in addition that we need to provide that you feel that Serbian community in Kosovo has been deprived of. And the answer cannot be not even a single one. It's just the matter of asking for a mechanisms that will link the 10 the municipalities with majority of Serbian population in Kosovo under one umbrella, then Vučić can play with them or can actually influence the life of Kosovo citizens by trying to provoke even the situation when, how it was discussed a few years ago, the succession of these four municipalities or the changes of border on the agreement between Kosovo and Serbia. When that actually did not succeed, they came up in requesting more intensively the Association of Serbian Municipalities. We all know, I've been a mayor in my previous position at the local level, that there is no ethnic request or discussions in a local level of citizens of Kosovo, be that Albanian, Serbian, Bosnian, Turks, Romas, or Ashkali. The only thing that they are interested in is to actually have an extended arm and control an institution or at the institutional level, municipalities with majority of Serbian population, so they can then affect or impact the life, as same as they were doing with a political party that held the majority of or all of the seats in the Kosovo Parliament, Lista Srpska. Previously, there were several Serbian political parties, and then with Vučić's involvement since 2011, it's only Lista Srpska. They actually had left or did not attend Kosovo Parliament few months ago, and it's not about the agreement on license plate. It's only about the indictment of one of their deputies, which is on criminal charges. And they try to influence constantly or negotiate like they're doing now with barricades, withdraw of indictments that is completely independent from political institutions that happens on criminal charges towards certain representatives. They want to use that as a leverage to actually push through their agenda. So it's not a matter of ethnic tension. It's more a matter of rule of law and resistance of gangs that are operated or they are instrumentalized directly by Vučić, financed by Vučić, to deprive Kosovo from extending its rule of law.
Okay, I'm afraid, Mimoza Kusari-Lila, we will have to leave it there, but thank you very much for sharing your analysis with us. We appreciate it.